I'm Matthew Malcolm with California Dairy Magazine, reporting to you here today with Jennifer Giambroni from the California Milk Advisory Board. She's pretty much the cheerleader of the dairy industry in California. I wanted to talk with you today about consumer trends, what we're really seeing, with dairy consumption, whatever we can do to drive and keep that strong for our California dairy producers is really important, especially domestically. So what can you tell us about, fluid milk, some of the added value dairy products? Where are the trends going?
Absolutely. Well, our full job is really to find a home for that milk that comes from our wonderful dairy farm families. And we're really excited with the trends that we're seeing in dairy because people are returning to real. This was a subject of one of our campaigns many years ago, and it couldn't be more true today. Fluid milk, people are kind of turning away from the alternatives. They're really understanding the fundamental values of fluid milk, those 13 essential nutrients that you get in this very, complete package, which is also a tremendous food value. But also the products made with that milk. And that's where we're the most excited because we know value-added products have the greatest opportunity for our dairy farm families in terms of what they get paid for those products, but they're also what consumers are really excited about. They want functional foods. They want foods that deliver on taste. They deliver on all the things that you love about food, but also I want a little something extra. I want promoted gut health. I want, something that's going to maybe help with my cognitive health. And that's where dairy can really deliver all those nutrients. And so we're seeing the science behind it, but we're also seeing the products, and that's one of the ways that we're supporting getting more of those products into the marketplace. We've been doing our Real California Milk Accelerator program. We just completed our 6th year, and it's really about tapping into entrepreneurs and startups who are really they're nimble in introducing products, and we've kind of got the knowledge to get things on the shelf, to find people to provide the ingredients, maybe the manufacturing, the co-packing. So because we want those products out there and we want them made with our California milk. We want that Real California Milk seal on those really cool products that people are opting into. We just had 4 of our finalists last year. One makes a cottage cheese ice cream. So it's, increased protein, it's delicious, it's a healthier halo.
It's like a 2-in-1 product. Cottage cheese ice cream?
Exactly. It's tapping into, people are crazy about cottage cheese. We've been talking about cottage cheese for years, trying to get people on board. The minute people put it in a blender, suddenly they're in, right? Because they know all of that protein, you see cookie dough, like cottage cheese cookie dough. You can buy it, it's, just edible, you get a protein value, but you also get that sweet treat. We have boosted coffee packets, so it's got dairy protein in it. You get your coffee, you get the milk in it, and then it adds energy. So all of these wonderful products, again, tapping into that wonderful nutrient value of dairy. And then on the flip side of it, you've got the food value. Dollar for dollar, it's really hard to beat what dairy brings to the table. For fluid milk, it's cents on the dollar compared with any of the alternatives with a complete package of those 13 essential nutrients. When you're formulating with dairy, it's really hard to compete with the texture, the functionality that just are natural components of dairy. And then on the research side, and this gets much further out there, there's just so much that they're learning about the elements of dairy and the individual pieces that can be isolated to deliver specific nutrients. One thing I'm specifically excited about is they're talking about the boost for mental wellness, and mental health or memory health, we'll say, I want my memory milk. At some point in time, that's actually going to be something you can find at the store. And that's what we're really excited about. And this fits exactly what consumers want. Consumers want their food, they want it to taste good, but then they want that little extra something, and that's what dairy brings to the table.
Well, that's awesome. Really appreciate the work of the California Milk Advisory Board and keeping California dairy, on top. It's a really important state for, the whole world, right? California produces so much, and we want to make sure that, especially in a time of a little bit of decline on the production side, that we maintain our share and profitability for the future. And so thank you for keeping dairy top of mind for consumers and the wonderful campaigns and and the connections that you're helping, even these startup companies and these innovative products to keep dairy on the shelf in so many different forms, in so many different parts of the store. So thank you so much. Read more about these things in California Dairy Magazine. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.